It began with a ringing phone, a shrill interruption piercing through the stillness of a humid July night. The dispatcher's voice was calm but urgent, relaying the report of an abandoned vehicle. Officers on the night shift knew the drill. A forgotten car, a stalled engine, maybe a lost driver stepping away for help. Routine, they thought. But as they approached the quiet, idling sedan on the side of the road, something felt off. The driver's door was ajar, swinging slightly with the night breeze. The headlights cast eerie beams onto the trees, illuminating a patch of the desolate highway. The humid air carried no sounds of footsteps, no distant calls for help, just silence. Inside the vehicle, Emily Walker's purse sat neatly on the passenger seat, her wallet still inside. Her cell phone rested on the console, screen flickering with unanswered texts and missed calls. A half-full water bottle in the cup holder, the engine still warm, signs that whoever had been driving had left only moments ago. But where was Emily? Elkton, Virginia, was the kind of town where people locked their doors out of habit rather than necessity. It was a place where news spread faster than the morning coffee cooled, where families had known each other for generations. So when Emily Walker, a prominent socialite, beloved philanthropist, and the wife of local businessman Tyler Walker, vanished without a trace, the town stood still. Emily was the golden woman of Elkton, graceful, charming, and endlessly generous. She was the kind of person everyone knew or thought they knew. Her presence at charity events, fundraisers, and church gatherings was as certain as the sunrise. She lived in a grand colonial-style home with her husband, Tyler, whose name carried weight in the town's business circles. To many, their marriage was the picture of success, a perfect love story wrapped in wealth and admiration. But perfection is often just a well-rehearsed illusion. The night before the disappearance, July 23rd, was supposed to be a night of celebration. The grand ballroom of the Elkton Country Club sparkled with chandeliers and laughter, guests sipping champagne and exchanging pleasantries. The event was Emily's passion project, a fundraiser for the local children's hospital, something she had worked on tirelessly for months. She moved through the crowd, smiling, laughing, a beacon of light in a room full of admirers. But those who looked closely might have seen the tension behind her eyes, the stiffness in her posture. Something was weighing on her mind. Around 10:30 p.m., she bid her goodbyes. Some assumed she was simply tired after a long night. But one witness, a close friend, recalled her looking over her shoulder as she left, as if expecting to see someone, or perhaps hoping not to. She never made it home. The search begins. By the time Tyler Walker reported her missing the next morning, the town was already abuzz with whispers. Search parties formed, volunteers combed the roadsides, the woods, the riverbanks. Authorities worked tirelessly to piece together Emily's last movements. CCTV footage showed her car leaving the event, traveling down the familiar route toward home. But then, something strange. Her car suddenly veered onto an unfamiliar road, a detour that made little sense. It was there, just 10 miles outside of town, that her car was found. But of Emily, there was no sign. Theories bloomed like wildfire. Had she been abducted? Had she left willingly? And if so, why? As days passed with no sign of Emily, scrutiny turned toward the one person closest to her, Tyler Walker. A marriage under the microscope. To outsiders, Tyler Walker was a devoted husband, a respectable businessman. But to those who had seen the cracks, who had heard the hushed confessions behind closed doors, the truth was less flattering. Emily had confided in a friend months before. She was unhappy. There were arguments behind the perfectly painted walls of their estate. Some whispered about Tyler's temper, about the control he held over every aspect of their lives. But no one wanted to believe the golden couple could be anything but perfect. Investigators dug into Tyler's alibi. He claimed he had been home all night, waiting for Emily to return. But his phone records told another story. Calls made in the early hours of the morning, messages deleted, a history wiped clean. Then a breakthrough. Forensic analysis of Emily's car revealed something chilling. Traces of blood, barely visible to the naked eye, along the driver's seatbelt. The DNA was a match. The cabin in the woods, A new lead took investigators deep into the dense Virginian woods. A remote cabin, long abandoned, yet recently disturbed. Inside, signs of occupancy. A half-burned candle, a chair knocked over, footprints in the dust. And in the corner, something that turned their stomachs. Emily's scarf, the one she had worn the night of the gala, draped over the wooden floor. The search intensified. Cadaver dogs were brought in, scouring the dense terrain. And then, at the base of an old oak tree, partially buried beneath layers of leaves and soil, they found her. Emily Walker was gone. The trial of Tyler Walker. The evidence was damning. Tyler's financial records showed Emily had been planning to leave him, taking a substantial portion of their wealth with her. Witnesses confirmed the growing tension in their marriage. And then, the final nail, security footage from a gas station near the woods, showing Tyler's car in the dead of night, only hours after Emily disappeared. The trial captivated the nation. Tyler Walker, once the town's golden son, now sat in a courtroom, his mask of innocence slipping with every passing day. His defense crumbled under the weight of the evidence. The verdict, guilty, life in prison. Justice had been served, but the scars on Elkton would never fully heal. The town would always remember the woman who had given so much, only to have everything taken from her in the cruelest of ways. A legacy that endures. Years later, Emily's story remains. Her name is etched into the town's memory, her kindness forever missed. The children's hospital she had fought so hard to support now bears her name, a testament to her spirit, her generosity, her light. And so, Elkton moves forward, forever changed by the tragedy that unfolded on that fateful summer night. A stark reminder that even in the most peaceful of places, darkness can lurk just beneath the surface. If you found this story captivating, don't forget to subscribe for more gripping true crime mysteries. Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and remember, secrets have a way of coming to light.